是市场改造。
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's the dangerous type, and look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Nope. That's what you said,
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Graham escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Nah, they ain't got nothing like that on there, though.
To throw on 3rd down. Graham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking.
Oh, my fucking God, dog.
Team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the big play gets them across midfield. 1st and 10.
Yeah. Dog, I swear I quit, dog. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this shit. I'm done.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Because I was eating the ice cream.
Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point safely through, and that'll make the score 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away.
I ain't gonna be able to feel the heat like that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
I had to eat it.
A lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 24-25.
If I would have laid right there.
Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay
Listen,
with it.
smoke you some weed and go back to
Try and
sleep.
generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the
Fine.
board. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
I would have warmed that up in the morning. I wasn't gonna be froze.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Yeah.
Scrimmage again to 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
What are you talking about?
now give me your phone. I'm gonna beat you.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49.
Oh, he caught that bitch falling backwards. Nope, he ain't on it. Huh?
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
Your ass out my way. No.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The pitch to Tomlinson. Takes
This
it
one a little while.
no further, just a yard there.
I'm froze, dog. You've been covered up all night.
Trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, here we go.
Sleeping.
From midfield, here's Jackson. Flush.
Who said I'm going to sleep? I'm staying up for 2 days straight.
And he goes down.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Know what this is? System up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Boo, landed.
From the gun,
Dickerson.
Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
He on there though. Yep.
47, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this
Oh, I
defense
do
knows that as
appreciate
well,
it.
so they've got him blanketed
Yeah.
downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see.
Nope.
So you got Otto doing nothing. I ain't even see my nigga D-Ball out there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Dog, kiss my dick, dog.
He'll try and run.
No, I ain't looking good shit. Dude came to me when I was in the bathroom. He was eating it and had it all over him.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because
I told him, he gonna try to come and show me. I said, go show your mama what you got.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
No, I asked him, did he come show you? He said, yeah. Then I told him to go back and lay down.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Well, they have to understand what baby brothers do.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears
Know what the record, bro?
to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe one of the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Graham, he's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Damn, Duke beat the fuck out of you.
On 3rd down, Graham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
I seen one on let go for $15.
Across midfield and inside the 45.
Uh-uh.
A big
The
gain
tall
of
one?
31 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield.
The one on let go is like 2.5 foot.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Good, y'all.
Well done.
Throwing on 1st down.
What it is? You just came in here.
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Oh, you just got off work, huh?
He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey. I've been debating on if I wanted to stay up or not, man. Shit. Cause I ain't go to sleep last night either.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
I don't know if I want to be up for 2 days.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you
Telling you, Torres, I just gave you some weapons.
So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming?
I think Debo just caught and the one who would be breaking all them tackles when I was playing against
That's
him.
a fucking flag, dog! You fucking grabbed me, man!
Near the 29, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He said, you gonna cry. Yeah, no. Like, y'all better leave my nigga alone, cuz.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
You be yelling like that in the Sports Nation League, too?
One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, earlier he was on. I'm saying that thing said 54-0.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
Already Lewis playing number 4 now, huh? I know what to look out for.
On third down, Jackson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Piss me off, dog. I'm gonna cut this shit off.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Directly over him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 34 yards there and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
On first and 10, Graham. Gonna throw right side here, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, Graham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third down, Graham. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Throwing on first down. Graham throws a quick hitter on the strike. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Back to throw. Graham.
Oh, my fucking God, dude.
It brings up 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team.
I want to take the string down. I'm gonna get right back.
From the gun on 3rd down. Graham eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
I think Larry Brown might be on there. I'm not sure.
Probably back before you were born. If your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's got to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing
Go to the party.
drag routes,
You click on his name. Oh, just click on his name and it should say watch there.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Yep. For what?
Naeem Hines, his first carry.
Did you look at the VA trick?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Naeem Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the
Yep, that's
Bears cut
Naeem.
into that lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh
They will
yeah.
not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
They released him after he was hurt.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take it across.
Oh, I like it. I appreciate it.
48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in the right spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Going left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Runs through the contact. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Graham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Naeem Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On the ground, this is Jackson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at...
He hurt. I just put him back in.
The 48-yard line.
Let's go! 319! 319!
play action with Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 9 there as that
No, I'm watching the damn game.
The goal for any offense versus a guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
I can see what happened was. Yeah, I was almost gone, cuz.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Did you hear all that?
Yeah, and you was like you caught yourself like 4 times. Get off the floor snowing.
Yeah.
Watch him now, Barney!
I feel bad when I do the same shit. I had my Bears fans before my pass out.
They'll try and throw forward with Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
I don't know what happened, though.
I was snowing in my ear, so I realized you were asleep. Yeah. All of us said we good. We just thought it actually sounded like Taurus.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I'm seeing too much.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
No, dude. See?
Extra point up and through.
I know, but damn.
Just kick the extra point, winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an man. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Good game so far, fellas. Good game.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Oh, man.
This will be taken very short. A spin. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Oh.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that's... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard.
That was a nice one, too. Oh, boy.
Correctly, 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterbacks.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down, Graham. Flush to his right, on the run. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Graham. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
No. Check. Patriot.
To throw on 3rd down, Graham. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Caught on the right side, Reed. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make So they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This will be taken in after 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Hurley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Graham. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Graham. He'll rifle this one deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Play action. Now Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Green 39! Green 39!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey. Here we go now. Green.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's a correct call.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go again to Tomlinson. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here. Not really benefiting them at this point.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
All right, now, look at 56.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will extend this big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Mayfield. And fights through one man. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And Sanders now to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about beat...
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 46 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Now Jackson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
They begin the drive with Hines. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Being chased out low. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue,
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. A solid pickup of 13 set. They'll run. Tomlinson. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Butker on for the PAT. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty costs some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
They call a podcast Poppy. KingTaurus, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff.